So we can tell it to be really bright, or we can tell it to be more of just like a light tint, like 0.1. So whatever we want it to actually be to kind of give it the color that we're after. So we can set that to like 2, and then at frame, like one of the first frames when it initially explodes, we're going to have a very white flash. And then as it explodes and expands, it will begin to shift into this upper value. We can also adjust the multiplier to go down 2 if we like. But we can see that it begins to shift down into it. The other thing we can do lastly is we can get the scale. We can set this to have levels too, like a fractal. We can set the scale lower, which actually makes it bigger. So what I can do is I can adjust the where it assigns this to. So there's another way we can kind of play a very similar thing to the color shift, is the overall effect. But mainly the scale, we can set that to a lower value, which means it's going to be much bigger, and the levels to 6, so it has a bit more detail. And this just means that instead of being very dotty, these will be a bit more of a larger kind of fire pattern. So this is our way of getting a bit more of an explosive effect. And then as it expands out, it begins to cool down, so then it begins to ease back into the smoke. Now I might just, for the time being, set my render just to a bit lower, just that way I can adjust it quicker while we're playing with this. But so far we've managed to get like a very explosive effect.